Violent protests in Mahikeng in the northwest province are anxiously awaiting the outcome of an urgent ANC meeting, which is expected to decide the future of Premier Supra Mahumapelo. Mahikeng and surrounding areas remain on lockdown. We take you now live to Mahikeng in the northwest province for an update. For the latest, we have Lopang Alam, one of our reporters on the ground there. Thanks very much for joining us once again. It's been quite a day, and this is day 3 of disturbing scenes that we've seen over the last 3 days. What do we know for sure is happening right now? Just give us an update.
Well, a very good afternoon to you, Peter, and to our viewers at home once again. Well, we're still outside the venue where the ANC has held an urgent meeting to talk about the situation that is currently happening right now in Mahikeng. As you can see behind me, a lot of community members have started to gather here. I'm going to talk to some community members. There's a man here who'd like to talk to us with regards to everything that has been happening. Thank you so much for your time. Please start by telling us exactly why you're here and what your grievances are.
My name is Alfred Nebe. I'm here as a community member who has also suffered a lot of problems in our province. You know, the other thing I'm happy to see there, the president has arrived to come and quell what we have long complained about. When Supra took power here, he said 70% of his budget will be used in the small door piece. He will upgrade the villages. But things have gone now to west, from bad to west. That's why I'm here to witness that their leadership must see to it that they must bail us out. And there are many things. And the other thing is that Supra doesn't listen to anyone, you know. But here I know that he will be forced to listen and to adhere to what is being said. We are happy that this thing took place. Everything that he does, he put everything under his control. Even if you want to employ a cleaner, you must tell him. So we think that this is good, that the province must come up with a credible leader that will lead us to the elections.
So if the outcome is not what you expect, they do not do where to from there?
No, the outcome will be positive. The president cannot come all the way from England, cut his trip short, and come here and not come out with something that will be comfortable with. We believe that the president is from an informed position. There has been a lot of interactions. We have said with them the PEC that is non-functional. We have said with the deployee here in the northwest province, and we told them about all these things, that everything has come to a standstill. Even the refuge, there's no one who's picking up the refuse. It's filled in the town of Mahikeng. There are quarries, no longer potholes, but there are quarries in our towns. Everything is completely dead and collapsed. So we hope that, but always there is a second point, which is called Plan B. We'll see to it that we see another campaign that we are going to lead. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ntate. I'll speak to the other lady here. If she could just join me, where she'll just tell us. I heard you speak a little earlier, talking about how dissatisfied you were with the fact that the roads are not maintained and a whole lot of other issues. Please talk to us about that.
Yes, firstly, as a Denville resident, the place where we're standing right now in front of this heritage did belong to Denville residents and has been taken away from us. The youngsters got nowhere to go. They've got a little park there they are sharing with Lomanyaneng people. But this heritage place was for Denville. So we just need the President, Cyril Ramaphosa, to know one thing, that Denville is on the outcast. And secondly is we need this place also back, because our football grounds was here It's still here, and Parksburg never invested in the Denville community. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Those are just some of the complaints that have been raised by the residents here, saying that they want their community to be much more developed than what it is right now. They complain of service delivery. We heard the old man saying that the ANC has no choice but to let Supra Mahumapelo go. But of course, we'll be on the ground and wait for the outcome of that meeting that is currently taking place here. So, but for now, it is back to studio, Peter.
Lepang, just before you go, you've been watching this story unfold over 3 days now, and I'm just wondering how different it is today compared to the previous 2 days. The last 2 days were very, very violent. We've heard that police had to use rubber bullets. How has day 3 been compared to the other 2 days?
I guess day 3 is quite more tense than all the other days. This just because the president was set to arrive today. We understand that not very far from where this meeting is taking place, there had been some people who had gathered at the stadium awaiting the president to address them, but the ANC did confirm that the president will not be addressing any residents today. So the tension is starting to build up. We see a lot of more community members coming to where the venue is right now. So we'll just have to wait and see as to what it is that they do right now that is different from what has been going on the past 2 days. Earlier on, my colleagues here in the Northwest were also deployed to certain areas where there was still more looting, where there was still much more violent protest, where police had to intervene. So right now, it's quite tense. We're just awaiting for the outcome to see exactly where to from there for the community members, because they too say they've come here just to hear what the ANC has decided.
All right, so, you know, we've seen service delivery protests before, and the issues that they're raising are not new. What do you think? Have you got any impression as to what's sparked this round of protests, and what's prompted this outpouring onto the streets? Because the issues they're talking about, they've been complaining for some time now already. What's happened now? Why is it different now?
The people here, Peter, the people that we've spoken to say they are now fed up with the lack of service delivery here. So they said the only way to have gotten the attention of the president, of all the other government delegates, is to ensure that they put Mahikeng on a standstill. So Mahikeng was completely on a standstill. It was very difficult for people coming in to Mahikeng to get into Mahikeng CBD without being hurt or without their vehicles being stoned. So last night at around 10 p.m. there were more or less 50-60 cars just waiting to get into Mahikeng because of the protest. So they said that they're going to put Mahikeng on a standstill. They're going to ensure that they make the president aware of their problems. And as it is right now, they say they're fed up. They've been complaining for a long time, and that they had no other choice but to do what they did. But we understand that looting obviously was not a part of their plans, but a lot of the community members have distanced themselves from that. A lot of community leaders rather have distanced themselves from the lootings. But of course, it is, you know, a common trait in South African protests that a lot of times when there are protests, looting occurs. So we just tried to understand why they do that as well. And they just said that they don't have any other choice but to cause chaos in a city where they can get the president himself to get here. So we'll wait here, wait for the outcome. We're not yet sure. They have not yet communicated as to when the meeting will be complete, but we'll be here on ground to ensure that we update you on any more new developments.
All right, Lepang, perhaps just one last question for you. In fact, we're going to leave it there for the time being. Because we have...
Well, there is a big press conference happening right now on the national bus strike. We'll take you live there now.